Hey family, much love to you all. I decided to check in with many of you. Um, I really don't like to keep repeating myself, but I noticed um, on one of my previous videos that I have done, I think it was the one before this one. There was some things that I had left out. I had got interrupted. My little queen had interrupted me, and let me see. You know what? I can't put this on her this time. I think I was going to change the location. I went from outside to inside. So when I came inside, I lost my train of thought. So let me backtrack and correct myself. So anyway, but I lost my train of thought of what I was going to say, and it was something very important. Okay, um, for such a time as this. Now, before I get to it, I want to real quick speak about mental conflict. Okay, and I'm learning a lot on the spiritual journey. You know, my guides, my spirit guide, my spiritual team has really been working on me. Okay, um, because I can't have nobody if I'm not right. If you know, I learn by my own mistakes, and I also learn by watching others. Okay, that's been a wise person too, having a listening ear and heeding to what someone is saying. You know, even though you can, make your own choices and see what can happen, but a very wise person, someone who really takes time to do more listening than talking. Okay, they take things in, and of course they're gonna make their own decisions. But a lot of times they choose to hear you out because it can really save their life. Especially when a person speaking from their perspective as far as sharing their truth. You know, it not only can it save their life, but it can save them from a lot of heartache. And so not only do I learn from, actually listening to people, okay, 'cause each one teach one. I also learn by watching others, okay, whether I made mistakes before and I learned the lesson, okay, and I learned the lesson, or I would see other people do certain things. I'd be like, ooh, I don't want to go down that path. I wish I don't know about it. But you learn from other people, You're not going to foolishly, go down the same path that you saw them going down, thinking it won't happen to you. But anyway, but I learned a lot about mental conflict. I didn't realize that, I was dealing with, with mental conflict coming up. And it's pretty much, family, it's due to imbalance, okay? When we are imbalanced mentally and emotionally, okay? Um, Having the inability to move forward, whether it's with a person, okay? Now you can get all caught up in a person, and it's hard to let go. It's hard to cut those cords, all right? But anyway, whether it's with a person or something, it's like something that's constantly bothering you, something that's constantly on your mind, and you can't let it go. Have you ever been around a person they constantly just, saying the same shit over and over, and you're like, oh, let it go. Damn. Like you hate to see them coming because they constantly talking about it. Whatever is bothering them, they constantly talking about it. You're like, oh, damn, we stop talking about it so much, come on, man, get stuff together. You keep saying the same stuff over and over, and I'm not no kind of change, but that's the one who's dealing with the mental conflict. All right, with them, you're not seeing growth at all. They're in stagnation. Okay, they're in stagnation, and it's hard for them to get out the merry-go-round as far as moving forward, getting over someone, or getting over something that may have bothered them. Maybe somebody said something to them, and it's just hard for them to let it go. Okay, or they could have been, betrayed, and it's hard for them to let it go. Okay, it's like, okay, feel the pain. To feel is to heal. Go ahead and own it. Feel, release, and let it go. In due time, time heals, okay? But some people, they have a hard time of letting go. And that's why it can call you back down the road a year from now, or 2 years from now, and you let them back in. Because you have not healed. You have not cut that cord, all right? They were still there all along, okay? That's a mental. You got the mental, you got the emotional. And I look back over my life, yeah, the mental big time, okay? But I had to put the work in, and I had to heal, and I had to own my shit. All right? And I'm sorry for many of you who don't care for cuss words and all of that, but sometimes you got to keep it 100, okay? But I had to own it. Okay, I'm not going to put no Band-Aid on it anymore. I'm not going to be blaming the other person all the time, for what they did to me, or shall I say, or what I allowed them to do. Because you keep coming back for more, ain't that right? You're breaking up, you're getting back together. You say you forgive them. So instead of forgiving them and moving on, you choose to forgive them and get back with them. And you already know what you're dealing with. But you give them another chance, and to each their own. But it's a revolving door. It's a revolving door. Okay? But, trying to make a point. So at the end of the day, it's due to one's choices, all right? I'm not here to judge anybody. Who am I to judge? Out of my experiences, okay, your sister's 50 years old. I ain't trying to be no old fool, all right? This time, I want to get it right. I want to learn the lessons, okay? So I can evolve spiritually, okay? Because I know what my calling is, all right? I'm trying to get back, all right? The Christ within me, all right? The Spirit living God is flowing through me, and I'm always being called out, all right? When I speak out of error, and I quickly backtrack, and I repent, and I say, okay, Lord, okay, I'm going to go ahead and own it, if I spoke out of turn. But I'm learning to own it and stop putting a Band-Aid, okay, on words that may have came out of my mouth to where I may have offended somebody or may have hurt somebody's feelings. I'm not going to sit here be, thinking to myself, well, I wanted to, hurt their feelings. You know what you said, okay? You know what you said. Just own it. Get it off of you. Own it and keep it moving, all right? But anyway, mental conflict is pretty much, going in circles. You in stagnation, all right, mentally, because there must be balance, mental, emotional, and spiritual. There must be balance. And when one or any of them are off, you are unbalanced, okay? You are unbalanced, and it's hard to make proper decisions that are for your highest good when you are unbalanced, family. I had to learn this, okay? It's hard to make those good, sound decisions that are for your highest good when you are unbalanced. But to feel is to heal, and to go ahead and, own, as I stated, to own it when it comes to you. Don't worry about the other person, okay? You're working on you now, okay? You're doing some self-healing, okay? Own it, okay? What is it about you that you feel like you deserve this because you keep putting up with it, okay? You keep going back to it. Own it. Obviously, you got some self-love issues, okay, that you need to work on. Okay, obviously you insecure somewhere in your life that you need to work on. All right, obviously you broken somewhere that you need to work on. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I call it the way I see it. Cause we all got issues, but it's what you do about it. But a lot of people want to just point the finger at the other individual. Oh, they did me like this. They did me. What are you doing? What are you doing for you? Okay? Where's that self-love coming back to you to where you're getting on track? Stop worrying about the other individual. You get on track. All right? That's that mental conflict. Okay? How if you let stuff go? And then when you think about it, it's always the other individual. Well, what about you? Okay? If you love yourself enough, how about you get out of the situation? Because you can't walk away. It's a matter of choice. Free yourself. Liberate yourself. Try it. It feels good. But you don't understand. One thing I do understand is when you don't love yourself, you allow people to step all over you, use you and spit you out and on to the next. That's what I do know. When self-love is not part of the equation. Okay? When you love yourself, you honor yourself, you value yourself. Okay? And you want good things coming your way. You want to attract good people to you. But the mental conflict, I tell you, when I'm doing readings, my backup channel, and I'm encountering people that I'm doing readings on, oh my goodness. For the most part, it's either the female dealing with a mental conflict or the suspect dealing with a mental conflict, having a hard time letting somebody go, okay? The female knows she need to get out of the situation, but she stays in it. And it's only a matter of time before the unthinkable happen because you keep going back. And I like to call it the mud. You know, a lot of people like little wallowing in the mud. You keep going back to the mud instead of cleaning yourself off, you know, releasing and letting go. As I say, if it ain't the female, it's the male, okay? A lot of people are definitely in balance, and it's fine, you know, just own it and work on yourself, you know. Being in balance is not a permanent thing, you know, just work on it, you know, and get yourself, you know, back on track by focusing on you and nobody else. And that's help you to move forward. But a lot of people like to wallow in their misery and go in victim mode, you know, and constantly getting around people, dumping their trash on them. And I can't stand that, but it happens. Dumping their trash on them, and always talking negative. Always, you know, when they come around, it's always something, you know. But whatever that something is due to their problems. You know, they never say anything positive. It's always something negative. Woo, people like that. Energy vampire, they'll just drain you emotionally, mentally, and can be spiritual as well. People like that, family, ooh, in a loving way, just kind of back off from them because they just pretty much dumping their, you know, trash on you because they want to vent and they want to talk to somebody. But I don't want nobody coming around me that constantly want to, you know, dump their trash, you know, dump their problems on me all the time. There's nothing wrong with listening to people, but when they constantly keep coming to you and you're not noticing any change, all right, they're in stagnation and they can't seem to get out of that, whatever they're going through. It's them. They're the problem, okay? And they need to work on themselves, all right? But until they get this up together, I'll be like, stop right there. You've already told me this already. I appreciate it. You know, change the subject. Change the subject. You know, I've heard this already, you know, and I wish you all the best, but change the subject, love. Let's talk about something positive for once. You know, in a loving way, but stop them in the tracks. What they're going to do, they're probably going to get up and go to somebody else and dump their trash on. But stop letting people dump their trash on you. Oops, sorry, family. I'm about to drop the phone. Don't want to do that. I remember real quick when I was, you know, in my younger years, my early 20s, back then I had like a best friend, right? And she was going through a lot of things in her personal life. And as her friend, I would listen to her, but all of a sudden, I just got tired. Every time she called me, it's always something. It's always something negative, and it would just drain me. You know, it would just drain me, family. You know, and I let her know, look here, you know, I love you. You know, I'm there for you, but can we please talk about something else? Because this actually bothers me. When a person's talking to you and you taking this stuff in, it can affect you, family. It's like they're dumping the trash on you. And at an earlier age, I even knew what time it was. Fam, you've seen smoke. I'm lighting my white sage, okay? I want y'all thinking, oh, I'm seeing all kind of stuff going on. I'm lighting my white sage up in here, okay? But anyway, setting my attention for positive vibes around me, okay? But people would do that, and I don't think they mean to do it. You know, maybe they just see something in you they can just talk to, and that's fine and dandy. But don't let nobody constantly, you know, come around you with the negativeness. You know, the negative thinking and just whatever going on with them. They constantly just dumping their problems on you. You know, yeah. The mental conflict thing it's crazy, and I'm seeing a lot of that when it comes to my readings with individuals that have hooked up with the wrong individual. All right. And a lot of women get stuck on the wrong individual. That's a mental conflict too. Instead of having self-love and honoring themselves to get out of it. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of that. And unfortunately, it's real out here, okay? But at the end of the day, these are lessons, karmic, excuse me. These are karmic lessons that we all individually, everybody's learning their own lessons. Some people are not, okay? Many of our brothers and sisters are not learning the lesson. They're still going in circles, but that's on them. They choose to do so, okay? But many of us are seeing for what it is, okay? It's pretty much we're being tested. And these are karmic lessons from our past lives, okay? Things that we've done to others, okay? And in this life, you know, we encounter each other again. And yeah, But when you see what it is, it's about learning the lesson, okay? And self-love is a big one. Learning the lesson, love people from where they are, and keep it moving, okay? Stop keeping that soul tied, connected with that individual, with the drama and the toxic relationships, cause that can end just like that, okay? But people have to, see for what it is, all right? And keep it moving. But unfortunately, a lot of people are in stagnations when it comes to these so-called relations, all right? And yeah. So anyway, what else I was going to say real quick, family. And then I'm going to end this video because I can always come back, okay? Every now and then I like to touch base with my family, okay? And your sister's doing good. I'm doing just fine, okay? A lot of time when the spirit puts things on my mind, I know it's not just for me, okay? It's for somebody out there, whether you choose to communicate with me or not, okay? You heard the message. You can't say you didn't hear it. I'm trying to remember the other thing that I wanted to talk about, but in my last video, I changed location and I had forget. So not only I was talking about mental conflict, how it's important, how we need to get off the merry-go-round, see things for what it is, and get back on track and operate in self-love, which is very important, family. Hold on, let me put this on pause real quick. Hold on. All right, family, it had to hit me. I had remember. To me, it's very important. May you have ears to hear, okay? A lot of time I reflect on things when it comes to, when I'm doing readings, okay? Especially when it comes to those who have been victimized, trying to be a voice to the voiceless, and also due to when people go missing. But, it's getting really crazy out here. As I stated, money is not really, the root of all evil. It can be. It can be part of the factor. But, we know that people do many things to people for all kind of reasons. A lot of times it's just due to, jealousy, envy, and greed, okay? But, real quick, it's a lot of human trafficking going on also. I mean, if you know this already. And you're dealing with illegal groups, okay? You're dealing with illegal groups, organized groups, okay? And you don't know who are in these groups, all right? You don't know who are in these groups. And they're not doing it for free, okay? So the people who are doing it for the love of money, okay, they're not thinking about their mother, their sister, they're even their daughter, all right? They're not thinking about nobody but themselves. They are selfish as self. And they are willing to do the unthinkable, take somebody's sister, okay, somebody's daughter, and kidnap them, okay, for the love of money, kidnap them, and hand them off to people, and they get paid, okay? It's transactions going on out here. I'm only saying this, and it's happening everywhere. Let me just say this, it's happening everywhere. That's why I say put on the whole armor of God, okay? And visualize white light around you and have that relationship with the Most High. It is very important, all right? Because you can be shielded, all right? In the midst of chaos and darkness, you can be shielded. Let me just say that. Supernaturally, all right? I know this to be true. I've seen some things. I couldn't explain it, all right? I'm like, damn, did nobody see me? Yeah, you can be shielded. Please know that. Just like you can see things other people can't see. All right, this is supernatural forces for those who know what time it is. But the point I'm trying to make is, my sisters, be mindful how you move out here. Don't be on social media telling all your business. Okay, letting people see all throughout your home. They don't need to see all that. They don't need to see where you're coming and going. Okay, and it's not just trafficking. I'm just saying people can set you up. All right, I'm seeing a lot of that with my ratings. A lot of people, and people don't think about the things they've done to people in the past. All right, a lot of people want payback. They want to get back at individuals. Okay, and a lot of times it's always another individual that's in the know, and they got somebody to help them. And now people are getting smart. Now, their hands are clean, and they got somebody doing the work for them, whether they pay them or someone's doing a favor for them. Okay, and they got an alibi, but somebody. A lot of times it's females now. A lot of time it's females, and it's not just them. It's not so much the males when it comes to this partnership alliance. A lot of time it's the females. So what's going on with that sister that's willing to take part in sabotaging another human being? And she's doing it for a man. What's going on with that sister? She's not whole. Her light is dim. She has no knowledge of self. She's not operating in self-love. Oh, no, no, no. There is no way a person will operate in self-love and have knowledge of self and take part in some foolishness like that. All right? Because, see, every battle is not your battle, my battle. Choose wisely your battles, family. And it's all about being wise as far as, not running your feet to evil and operate by your intuition, not by what you think. Many of my sisters have no knowledge of self, and it saddens me so. But you know what? It's a lesson they have to learn, just like I had to learn it. And I thank the Most High God, because Corinna take care of her. I love me, okay? I love me. I treat myself real good. I love me, and I honor me, all right? And it ain't so much a lip service. It's about showing it, too. And people can see it in you with confidence and how you walk and move out here, okay? But when you take part in trying to sabotage somebody, it's something about you ain't right on the inside. Do you have y'all really the vibration? Do you have attachments on you that got you moving out here in a negative light? It's something going on with you. All right? To where you don't value yourself. You value that person more than you value yourself, that you're willing to help them out and do something so unthinkable. And you're not even thinking about your own freedom. Okay? A lot of this is going on that I'm seeing. A lot of partnership alliances. And sometimes, guys can get they, friends, they foolish friends to cover up for them. Okay, but for the most, it's pretty much, Jack and Jill, they ride or die chick, somebody that they just string along using, okay, to help cover up they dirty work, and the females, they go along with the BS, because for one thing, they want these men to themselves anyway, and you looking at competition, okay, well, if I can't have him, she can't have him. Just the foolishness. Just foolishness. But due to not seeing their own value, she's dealing with a mental conflict. Don't see no value in herself, that she choose to go along with that BS. Plotting, scheming. Even our brothers out here, these men that takes part in this foolishness. Family, a lot of people are broken. They are unbalanced, okay? And they have no knowledge of self. These are the so-called jokers out here, okay? And they value money more than life. Yeah, something inside of you is broken. You're not whole inside. You're dealing with childhood wounds. You're dealing with a lot of things going on inside of you that needs healing. And please know the Most High God is going to deal with them justly. Please know that. Many people are caught up in the now. They're not thinking about the future, or the afterlife. They're not thinking about any of that. But all it is just karma they're creating for themselves. And then, it can affect them in all kind of ways in this life, to where their children can be affected, somebody in their family can be affected, or the next life they'll see it. Okay? Anyway, I choose to get it right. Okay? In any of my family lineage, curses that have been placed upon my family, I let it be known, okay? It starts with me and it ends with me. I choose to learn the lesson this time around, okay? I choose to get it right this time around. I choose to operate in self-love and knowledge of self this time around that a lot of my family lineage were not operating in, okay? Anyway, I don't know everything, but I knows what I know. I love you, family. I pray that, you know, this message to somebody to help them to get off the merry-go-round of going in circles of stagnation. Okay? That's not going to serve you whatsoever. Peace and love to you, my brothers and sisters. I see you later, okay? I just want to share this message because, when I do my readings, when it comes to people going missing, when it comes to people being victimized, yeah, it's due to a lot of that, unfortunately. Peace.